Hello and welcome to my channel, Unfiltered Over 50. This is my very first YouTube video, so thank you for joining me. On this channel, I want to share my unboxing and try-ons of different clothing subscription boxes for someone who is petite, specifically 5 feet 2 inches, over 50, and a size large. In the past couple of years, I've gained over 20 pounds, so nothing fits, and I need to build an entire wardrobe from scratch. So I haven't bought clothing in over a decade, except like bras and underwear. Going to stores to find what fits, what matches, and what's stylish is very anxiety producing for me. So a clothing subscription box or boxes with a stylist sounds pretty perfect to me. So if you're interested in how Short Story and Stitch Fix styled me for my very first boxes, stay and watch this video. Maybe you're my same age, so you're like, oh, let's see what type of clothing is sent. Maybe you're also like a size large and perhaps that apple body shape, so you want to see how well they styled somebody that is in that size range. And maybe you have, you've been receiving boxes for a while from either of these services and you just want to compare, like, what did she get? That can be fun too. So maybe consider subscribing if you want to see if those are any of your concerns or interests. And if you end up liking this video, maybe you can click on that like button. So the very first box I ordered was not Short Story. I ordered Stitch Fix first because in July they had that promotion of like $25 off of each of your first 4 boxes. So like a total of $100 off, I guess, of your 4 boxes. I thought that was a really good deal, right? And right. So, I sort of reconstructed as best I could. You're not going to see the little bundle. You'll only see what I kept because I already returned. Out of the 5 items they sent me, I returned 2 and I kept 3. So one of the items that I kept was Liverpool Belinda, they say HR, but it's high-rise capri. Now, as a petite, I'm very cautious of capris, and usually capri means to me like ending right below, anywhere but from right below the knee to like somewhere in the calf muscle, which usually is not the most flattering. So 5 pocket jean. It has a cuff that is sewn in. It's a size 10 petite, 30 jean size petite. So that's nice that they sent me actually a petite size. And I kept this because it did end right where my calf ends, so it didn't make me look shorter. It always will. Capri always will. It's like you'll always look taller with a full length jean that goes down to your ankle or below in some cases. Right? And just in case you're interested, this is $89. Then they sent a couple of tops, but I kept one. This top, so you see it's like a dark green with a dense white pattern, sort of abstract because it's not, I don't know what it is. Like, to me it just reminds me of like falling leaves, but it's green and white. So there's something about it sort of reminds me of like a floral print anyway, but it's a print. Got this very short sleeve. It's a high neckline. What I like is that it's not a straight hem, right? There's some curve to it at the bottom, right? Oh, and right, it's got this button detail, so like you could undo it and to put it on if necessary. Like if you got glasses like me, maybe. I actually take off my glasses. So this was the 41 Hawthorne Melanie button back short sleeve. Why do they have these long names for it? Blouse. That cost $39. The sizing for that is just large, so it's not, there's no petite sizing. And then the third item I kept from my first box. So you can see it's a wrap dress, V-neck. There's this detail right here. It does have sleeves. Do you call these bell sleeves? Short sleeve, right? And then it has sort of ruffle detail. It's not a true wrap dress. It's sewn, so you never have to worry about it flying open, right? And the ruffle detail is all along the bottom hem. I like the color combination of, right, this dark green with the blue petals and a little bit of white, right? You know, this isn't exactly my style. I kept it because I thought it was slimming, and I needed a dress for summer. Unfortunately, it was polyester, and I didn't realize how much polyester makes you sweat. Okay, so the brand is Kaylee. It's called the Margie Ring Detail V-neck dress. This is a petite dress. I was pleased with that. It's a large petite, and it's $59. So those are the three items that were sent to me by Stitch Fix. And I just let them know I had no clothes. Sort of basically what I told you about myself, and that I needed an entire wardrobe. I needed sort of like a summer capsule approach. So the items that I did not keep were Grimala flutter sleeve knit top. So this right here, by the brand Staccato, right? It made me look really boxy, right? And so I returned that. And the fifth item that they sent me that I returned, right, was this another capri, but a skinny jean, a Caressa Absolution capri skinny jean by the Democracy brand, right? Actually, I love the color, and I loved how it went with the green blouse. I sort of like this idea of monochromatic outfits without being like with different tonal shades. So I would have kept that one, even though I guess skinny jeans are out, is what I heard. I would have kept that, except that it had a weird creasing, and I have a feeling it had to do with, I ordered a size 10, and I think that, you know, I have recently found I am actually a size 12, so there was weird creasing. It didn't lay flat across my belly and hip area, so I returned it. Let's switch boxes so you can see what I received from Short Stories. Again, my fake unboxing, because I already had unboxed this. Styling for petite women. That's me. Okay, so I'll go ahead. It's like opening a shoebox. So I'm trying to give you the experience of my first unboxing. So it's funny. I kept 3 items from this box. For the first box, they sent 5 items. I know these are the 3 items I kept. So already you sort of see the different style, like where there was like patterns, right? They both went sort of neutral if you consider green, but olive green is a neutral, but I don't know like about the other greens, of whether I consider them a neutral. But you know, I asked for summer clothes. I was more specific with the short story style quiz and stylist notes because it was my second time, and I was like, oh, I better put more specific. I was more general with the Stitch Fix. First item to show you, the first item I kept were these denim shorts, right? Good for summer. I specifically asked for something that was appropriate for my age. So what's nice is that it's cuffed, and when it's cuffed, it's 5 inches, right? But it's not like those capris where it's sewn. You can uncuff it. So some people like that, some people don't, right? I like the option of having different sizes, although yes, it can be annoying when it just starts to unroll. Okay, so that's the first item, and this is called, right, 7-inch rolled to 5-inch mid-rise denim short. The brand is 1822 denim. They call the color Charlie for some reason. So when I had first ordered this, I ordered it. I had no idea what my size was. So it was a 34 jean waist size. And so actually I'm a 31. I think I still, it could be anything, right? But they didn't have that. The next size down from the 34 was a size 30 jean waist size. Um, so that's what these are, a 30 instead of a 31. And what I noticed with shorts, people don't give you petite sizing with shorts. They just go by the inseam size. I don't even know if they make a petite denim short size. So that's the first item. Then I was so pleased to see this. It just seems so classy. Generally, like anything high neck, now that I've put on, it always has been, but even more so now that I've put on a lot of weight, really just broadens the chest. And you know what? I don't care about horizontal stripes. I do care, but if it's skinnier, I mind less. But I really like that it's ivory with my coloring, instead of like white. So I was like, yay, it's sort of like that classic, navy striped top, in a knit tank. The brand is Thread and Supply. It's a size large petite. So they actually gave me a petite top. And you can tell because, like, for example, this is not petite. There's just huge armholes here. Like, I love it when the armholes fit, right? And the shoulders end where they're supposed to. So did I tell you the price of the denim jean? I forgot. So the 1822 denim short is $42. This Thread and Supply Anita sweater tank in ivory slate blue stripe, large petite, is $58. And the last item I kept, I told them I wanted a basic white t-shirt, but I don't wear white, so they sent me tan, right? So a short sleeve tan shirt for summer, which I really appreciate. I liked it. So it's called a Tanner rolled sleeve top, and it's sewn up, so the rolled sleeve does not come down. It's by Gilly. The color is actually called Mocha. Well, I guess not tan. And it's a size large. So this is not a petite sizing, and it cost $44. It is a little boxy on me because it's sort of, oops, I'm out of camera. You can see it's just a straight hem, but it's pretty, it goes wide. So it is comfortable. It's comfortable. It doesn't look too tight on me. It doesn't look too loose on me, but it does make me look boxy. But I needed a t-shirt to wear during summer that's comfortable. So those were the 3 items they sent to me. The 2 items that I returned, so you can see here, right, is this 26-inch high-rise, I really want to highlight, slim boot cut jean. Right. So again, that problem of me ordering too big of a size because it was summer, and I was like, I don't need the jean right now. I'm just going to go ahead and return it to save the money. And I returned it since it didn't fit anyway. My fault. I ordered the wrong size. I was disappointed about returning. I asked for a maxi dress or a jumpsuit. So the other item I returned was the spaghetti strap maxi with pockets. Here's the picture. It's like floor length. It was florals. It had spaghetti straps. So it looked good on me, I think. But if it reaches the floor length, then it feels more formal rather than like summer and easy. I'd have to wear heels with it. And I want to wear like flats and sandals. So those were the items I returned. Those were the items that I kept. It's interesting to see sort of the 2 different styles of the boxes, and the different color choices. So which of the 2 services styled me better on the first box? Well, in order to assess that, I created scorecards. I have 5 categories, and I took notes and I'm going to go through them. So the first category that was important to me and that I included in both profiles was petite sizing. And I'm talking about like, you know, not the workarounds like a crop top or crop pants. That's not true petite sizing. So for Stitch Fix, 3 out of the 5 items were petite sizing, right? The dress was a large petite. The two capri pants they sent me were in petite sizing. Short story as well. It wasn't 5 out of 5. It was 3 out of 5. One top was a crop top instead of a petite size top. So the top, the maxi dress they sent me, and the jeans that they sent me, the shorts, of course, was not petite sizing, as I pointed out earlier. So in terms of providing petite sizing, it's a tie between the two services. The second category I thought was important is their ability to provide slimming styles for an apple body shape, not simply being large or extra large, right? So Stitch Fix sent um, a V-neck wrap dress, right, which is supposed to create that illusion of a waist when you don't have one. A V-neck is also very flattering to break up a large expanse of an apple body shape. So these are things that I found out through YouTube, right, of styles that are flattering for an apple body shape. So that V-neck wrap dress that you saw on me, unfortunately, it was too small. Now that I've looked at the footage, I should have exchanged it for an extra large petite. They also sent a high-waisted capri pant. So high-waisted is excellent for an apple body shape, that roundness, because it hangs over it. It lands just right, right? And short story, right? Also, 2 out of 5 of the items, they also sent me like a V-neck with the maxi that had an elasticized waist. So, like, if it was just formless, it would just emphasize my boxiness. They also sent me a high-rise bottom, that high-rise slim boot jean. And a boot jean is also very nice for an apple body shape because it sort of, at the end, it sort of flares out. So it helps create, it helps break up the boxiness of the apple upper body. Interestingly, both boxes sent me tops that had crew necks, which is not flattering for an apple body shape, right? It doesn't break up this broad expanse here. So in terms of slimming styling for an apple body shape, both of the services, again, are a tie. So then the third category that was important to me was age appropriate styling, not sending me something that is too mature, right? But I don't think there's anything that's too mature. I guess the proper term is like it's aging. It's what others see a certain age should wear, and it actually sort of makes them look dated. It's because it's not very stylish, right? Or emphasizes certain things that at that age and body type is not flattering, right? So actually, this was a hard one. So the number of it's more subjective. The number of items I found a little aging. Nothing from short story indicated to me, oh, they chose this because they think that's popular amongst women over 50, right? But Stitch Fix, choosing a capri over shorts or a skirt, right? It's sort of like, I've never been a fan of capris just because I thought as a petite, it's not very flattering on the legs. Yeah, and I think that's part of the reason why it's sort of aging is actually, unless you're very, very tall. But when you pair that capri and you're a petite with, even with a heel, it's sort of just stumps, makes you look stumpy. And there's something about that I associate with an aging sort of style. Okay, so I didn't count florals as being aging because it wasn't like a large print. They were more delicate floral prints, and they were dense, which is actually when you have a dense print that is more slimming than a big
big, large, bold print. Like, although I like it, I also realize that that's not the most flattering on my body. So really, subjectively, I chose short story as the winner of, just by slim margin, of age appropriate, what I consider for me age appropriate styling. The fourth category I chose was just seasonal styling. I was looking at, especially summer, you're very uncomfortable like with the heat. Like, let me really look at whether they sent me seasonal clothing that I can be comfortable in for summer, right? So one thing I really looked at was like the material. Just because a dress is short, like I was saying about my short dress from Stitch Fix, doesn't mean that when you wear out that it's very cool. That will keep you cool, because it depends on the material. So Stitch Fix sent me two polyester items: that dress and the blouse, the short sleeve green and white blouse. Short Story only sent me one polyester item, um, and that was the maxi dress, the spaghetti strap V-neck maxi dress that I had sent back. So you might think like, but wait, what about that Anita sweater tank? It's a sweater. That may not seem seasonal, but it was made of viscose, and viscose is a breathable material. And I have worn it out. I wore it out actually to renew my driver's license, and it was a really, like, it was a 90-degree day, and I did not feel hot. I felt hot because of the heat, but not just like, oh, it's keeping the heat in, it's keeping my sweat in. It was really breathable, and it was comfortable to wear. Nothing's really comfortable, but it was fine. It was just the same as anything else. So, really, in terms of the seasonal styling and choosing materials that will keep you comfortable in summer, at least, Short Story was the winner for me. Is keeping up with these clothing subscription boxes, is using it as building my entire wardrobe sustainable. So I do have to look at how budget friendly it is. It just depends, right? So when we think about just the order total without any discounts, right? Short Story was cheaper, right? At $286 for 5 items, while Stitch Fix, the order total was $300 for um, all 5 items. So if you're looking at it that way, then Short Story is the winner. Now, when including a buy all discount, so Stitch Fix has a discount that if you keep all 5 items in your box, you get 25% off of the entire purchase. So when considering that, then Stitch Fix is much cheaper because Short Story does not offer any discounts. There's no buy 3 and get a discount, or buy all 5 and get a discount. There's just no discounts. What's in the box is just the price. So when we look at that, $225 if I kept all 5 items in the Stitch Fix box, versus the $286 of keeping all the 5 items in the Short Story box. So in that sense, if you're including the discount as part of the budgeting, then Stitch Fix is the winner. But I think it would be rare to keep all 5 items. So, like, really, in thinking of, the average cost per item, if you think Stitch Fix, the average cost per item was about $60, and for Short Story it was about $57. They're really, really close. So I sort of consider it a tie right there. When looking at that tally, it's very, very close, but the Short Story box sort of edges out for this first box, edges out Stitch Fix. Tell me what you think in the comments. You're like, you're crazy. So I would love to hear from you. It would be fantastic to see what you think. And hopefully you found, not just the unboxing and try on, but this sort of end review with my scorecards helpful. Next week, I am going to post a Wantable review of their petite styling, along with these other categories. So I'll keep this going on, and you hit like if you like this video, and subscribe if you want to see those future videos. Take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye.